Hi, this is Katie at Granny's Legacy, and this morning I'm going to walk you through how to print the weekly patterns for the Christmas sampler on your computer. So each Wednesday morning you will receive an email from us that has the pattern portion. So today it's just the test week, so we're just making sure everybody's technology is working right. So the pattern to print this week is just simply a test so you can make sure your printer is working right with our technology too. So you'll click this button right here. So here's kind of the tips and tricks right here to printing. Weekly pattern portion link will only be active for 1 week. So for 7 days, this button right here to download the pattern will work. After 7 days, or I guess each Wednesday morning we'll be changing it out. So if you don't have your pattern printed and downloaded by the following Wednesday morning, it will need to be purchased. We talk about that. It'll be available for $2 on our website, and we'll have both the PDF version available for purchase and also a printed document available for purchase. But we do not have that this week, as this week's pattern, as you'll see in a moment, is simply just making sure that your printer is printing things to scale. So we're going to click the button right here. Click the button below for this week's free pattern portion. So we're going to click that, and then it'll open up the document. And it's just a 1-pager this week. It's a picture, as you can see, Introduction Week Printing Test. So it's a picture of the project, and then down here there is a box that is 1 inch by 1 inch. So when you print this on your printer at home or the library, at your neighbor's or daughter's or wherever you're going to be printing, once it's printed, this box drawn right here, if you take your ruler, will measure 1 inch by 1 inch. And this is important because if it doesn't measure 1 inch by 1 inch, all of your tracing pieces are it won't fit together on the wool provided, and your project will turn out differently because all your little circles and stars and stuff like that will either be way bigger or way smaller. So it is very crucial that we make sure that this prints 1 inch by 1 inch. So we're going to go up here to the top, and I've got to move my camera here a little bit. There is, when you hover over the top, there is a little printer icon. So if we press that, and then we'll press the little printer button again up here at the top, and the printer dialog box will pop up. And I'm gonna see if I can drag it down here. Nope, I can't. So I'll tilt my camera here. And so up here, this is the destination. So this is which printer you want to send it to. And in my case here at the office, I have lots of options. So I'm going to send it to this one. And I want it to print all pages, but if you only wanted it to print like 1 page, here's where you can tell it I only want it to print page 1 or I only want page 4. But I want all pages, even though it's just one copy. Color, if you want to conserve your color ink in your printer, you can also print it black and white. That would be up to you. I'm going to go with color because I like to be able to see what I'm working on. And then we're going to want to click this More Settings button right here. And here's where we're going to make sure that our scale is set right and we're printing things the actual size. So I do have standard letter size paper, that's 8.5 by 11. I want 1 page per sheet. And scale, here's where we get into trouble. So most printers will default to print to printable area, and that means that your computer takes the image shown here or the document shown here, and it makes it whatever it thinks your printer size needs it to be, however big it thinks it needs to be to fit on the paper. But we do not want that. We want to go to custom. So we don't want fit to printable area or fit to paper. We want to go to custom. And then down here, see how it defaulted to 75%? I don't know what yours will default to. We want this to be 100%. We want it to be exactly 100% of what it was provided at. And then we'll click print, and it'll be in my printer. And then I have a copy right here. I already printed it. So then once you have it printed, you can take, and this box right here on the corner should be 1 inch by 1 inch. So I have my handy dandy quilter's ruler here. And ta-da, that box is 1 inch by 1 inch. So that means when I work on my project, All the tracings that I printed on my computer will be the same tracings that the original project was made out of, and that the pattern was designed to make. So it is that simple. Each week, once, like we said earlier, this pattern will only be available to print until next Wednesday, so for 7 days. And then if you do not have a printer or out of town or something like that and you miss it, it is available to purchase for $2, either a printed version or a PDF copy. So thank you so much for joining me. We're excited to get going. Have a great week and happy printing.